All right. Okay. This is our first one. For a second there, I forgot what we were doing. Just warming up. So start your little jumps, hops, like jumping rope. And then a little side to side. All right, arm swings. Morning, Teresa. All right, let's go squat up on the toes. Good, upper body. And swing. All right, knee up and tap. So you guys keep doing that. I'm just gonna show you what we're gonna do together today. So, but just keep doing the knee up, tap it. So we're gonna go squat and upright row. So you're gonna need a weight for that. And then you're gonna need 2 weights for a back lunge and a bicep curl. All right, let's do a little spinal twist. And then we're gonna do bent over rows. So you'll need 2 weights for that, maybe a little heavier than what you're using for the curls. Okay, so we're gonna keep warming up. All right, we're gonna go squat and knee up. Alternate squat, elbow to knee. And at the end of the workout, we'll do band with some skull crushers. So like triceps. So just a few dumbbells today and your band for the end. All right, so next we're gonna go 2 jumping jacks and then squat, squat. Good, finish this. All right, rest for a sec if you need to stretch a little bit, those quads, anything. And then we're gonna go to skaters. You don't have to go super low. If you wanna start a little higher on your skater. And then when you feel good, try to go a little bit lower. All right, good. Let's finish this warm up with some mountain climbers. All right, rest. Take it to down dog. Stretch your shoulders. And then go ahead and come on up. And then let's grab those weights. So squat and upright. Back lunge, curl at the bottom or the top. And then we're going to do some bent over rows. And take your time. All right. We go squat and upright row. Good. All right, so switch hands. Same thing, other arm. Squat, upright. Good, finish that. And then you're gonna grab those two weights and we're gonna go back lunge and you can curl at the bottom. Or if your weight is a little heavy, you can do your back lunge, curl at the top. It's kind of funny, Mike, that the cat is watching you, right? Isn't that a cat? Yeah. I feel like cats are usually not that social. I don't know though. I've never really had a cat. Couple more, couple more. All right, go ahead and put those weights down. Just rest for a sec. Rest our grippies. And then we're gonna go to your bent over row. So hopefully you have something a little bit heavier, definitely the next sets, but get what you got. And let's go to our rows. Good, rest, and then I'm gonna add one more exercise. So with a dumbbell, we're gonna do jumping jacks and press overhead. So, ready? Let's go. And rest. Good. Let that heart rate come down. Grab some water. Figure out your weight situation. All right. So grab that weight for squat and upright. All right, let's go. Rest. All right, other side. Rest. All right, so we got our 2 weights, back lunge and curl. Good, go ahead and rest. All right, we got bent over rows. Mike, Sarah, bend over more. There you go. Maybe you're tired from something fun this weekend, like a crazy mountain run or something. All right, rest. And then we're gonna go to that jumping jack and press, but you have a second. Whew. Okay, we ready? Let's go. And then keep those knees out. Don't let them come in on that jumping jack. Yep, good. Rest. Whew. Awesome, awesome. You got some time to rest. Grab some water. All right, we ready to get the last round? Okay, grab that weight for squat and upright. Squeeze your butt at the top. Squeeze those glutes. Come up, squeeze, pull. Rest. All right, other side. Rest. All right, let's go lunge and curl. Rest when you're done. All right, let's grab those weights for our rows. Bend over. Good. Rest. We'll do our last set of jumping jack and press. All right, let's go cardio. And rest. Good. Okay. So we will put our band on and then we're going to do skull crushers. So with one heavy or two weights like this, and then we'll go to the floor. Okay, so we're going to start in bridge. So just booty up and keep it up there. And then with your one weights or the two weights, you got skull crushers. Tricep extensions, skull crushers. And then give yourself that resistance with the band. Booty tight, hips up. Okay, take that weight and put it on your hips. And we're gonna go up and down. It may not be that heavy, but we just held bridge. So up and down nice and slow. Keep that resistance. Rest that weight on those hips. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Core tight. Woo. All right, good. Go ahead and roll to the side. I'm gonna do just a static hold for my clamshells today because my hip's doing good and I don't want to irritate it this week. If your hips are good though, I would like you to get repetitions nice and slow. Pause at the top for a second or two, or you're welcome to join me on just the hold. Core tight. Good. Okay, so let's do the same thing on the other side. Repetitions or hold. Bring that tummy, belly button to the spine. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's go back to our bridge. So just hold and triceps. Remember to keep that resistance on the abduction. Feel it in those glutes. Make sure you're not too high, enough to where you feel those glutes engaged. Okay, bring that weight to your hips. Now I want you to go up, and then when you're up, come out for a little bit more abduction and then back in, but keep your resistance. So up, out, slowly in, back down, but keep the resistance. It should burn. Ooh, okay. Let's go to our clamshells. My booty's on fire. Good. Same thing, other side. All right. I don't know about you, but I need a little rest for my glutes. So let's roll over and get some crunches. And I'm just gonna rest my glutes. So if you would like resistance, go ahead and give yourself resistance. But we gotta go do that whole circuit one more time. I wore some very cute, fun shoes in Vegas, but you know how that goes, right? We get old and we can't wear cute shoes anymore. I think that's part of the reason my legs are sore. All right, let's go ahead and go up into that bridge and skull crushers. Oh. Oh, did Sarah have to leave us? Good. So now I want you to just bring your feet together, spread your legs apart, those knees apart, put your weight on your hips, feet together, knees apart, and up and down. Good. All right, let's get the last round of those clamshells. And then we will finish with some back extensions. So we'll go to our bellies after this and do some Supermans. Good, other side. Good, all right, on our bellies, we got our Superman, so lift up the arms and the legs. Give yourself resistance if you feel like you can. All right, just rest. All right, let's get another set. All right, rest. One more set. All right, when you're ready, last one. All right, good. Push yourself up. And then we have one more minute. So let's flip it on over. If you can do your bicycles with your band on, let's do that. If not, take your band off real quick for bicycle crunches. And rest. Whew, all right, good job today. Take some time, stretch those hips. And great job. Happy Monday, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday.